I need to change the settings here real quick. Cancel, what is that? Oh, I'm frustrated right now. I am trying to get my camera to go vertical, horizontal. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Orientation is locked. Go to take device back. I don't want that. All right, I might restart this later on, but we'll start in portrait mode. Sorry, folks, I hate this. I did want to go use the YouTube mechanism because I wanted to be able to change the settings when we're doing this. Let me make sure that I've got the right mic going on here. Well, you get no settings here. I do not like this. I should have practiced before we came down here on this one. We are at Jackson, and the reason I got off at Jackson is that we, if you're watching FXP, great, stay over there. But we noticed on his channel that one of the body routers kind of got away from him, and I just wanted to come in away from the organization and move back towards the organization. Go there. Howdy, Pop Smurf. Welcome in. Like I said, today it's mostly I want to try to see what happens in the YouTube mode instead of the StreamYard mode, because I think I have more flexibility with the camera, except for the fact that I now can't change the camera, and I'm very disappointed with that. We're on Dearborn. I'm really kind of scanning the area to see if we can find the body router that kind of got away maybe an hour ago. Now, usually they won't stay out for too much over an hour or two. They go back to the org, well, basically to check in, because it's probably a roll call so that nobody's sneaking out. Hey Dee, welcome in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Fuzzy, for jumping in and modding. Sure you're running double, triple, quadruple duty today. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around. Again, it's going to stay vertical. I'm not in love with that. Yep, I did see that Indigo, and I want to give him some space right now. Since he is there, and if you want to let him know, but I don't want people leaving his channel, but if you want to let him know that I'll be there soon, I just want to see if I can find the body router before I head over there. So now we're crossing State Street. There was a parade here yesterday. This is basically right there is where the woman first started really objecting to me following her. And, you know, she would stop and do cam backs over there. Because just ahead, where you see the mural with the pizza pie there, that's where I captured the last piece of propaganda that she was able to hand out. So I think she finally got frustrated and was going to head back to the organization. She continually claimed she was going to call police on me, but that never occurred. Yeah, so there was a body router that left earlier, and again, Free Xenu Project got to do one of my favorite things. He tried to come out the front door, and Free Zeno was there, so he went back in. And then he tried to come out the alley, and Free Zeno got to the alley before he got up there, and he turned around. And then the fun thing is, when you hide behind that fence at the top of the alley, the body router thinks that you've left, so they turn around and start heading back up towards the alley, and they'll do that 2 or 3 times. So you got to see Free Zeno in one of my favorite pastimes up here. Is the sound good? Because I don't know how to control where the sound comes from, so I assume it's coming off of my mic, but not positive. Let me see what this lightning bolt does here. Okay, I don't want the lightning bolt. Good morning, Penny. We are heading up to the next street will be Michigan Avenue. I am going to then head south. You know, it's very possible the body router is north of me, but I'm going to head south and kind of zigzag back and forth through, you know, State Street and Dearborn down by the colleges there. That's great. Thanks, Papa. And if you're not getting the road noise, then that gives me a good understanding that it is actually using my dynamic mic. Beautiful day here. It's a little bit chilly. I do have a sweatshirt on today. We're looking up Michigan Avenue, and this is down Michigan Avenue. Oh, I don't know if you'll see it, but next to the street lamp there, I'll try to put it in the middle of the frame, that is Buckingham Fountain that's spewing up there. You as well. So now we're heading south on Michigan Avenue. Just want to see if we can run across the body router that's out right now. And I'm pretty sure it's the thin male of color with the tight curly hair. And if I recall, he was white shirt with a vest on when we saw him earlier. Sorry, I'm kind of scanning across the street as well as walking, looking ahead of me, just to see if I can detect our body router. And I like Aaron's term, a sidewalk recruiter. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to run across here real quick. If you're new to the channel, and I do have the body cam on today as well, my goal is really to stop recruiting. It's not to pull people out of Scientology. I don't think I'm well enough equipped. I don't have the knowledge and the resources to do that, but I do have the ability to help prevent people from joining and having to go through some of the horrific elements of what's going on here. This is like the 4th year in a row that I've come down here. IM40 is down here, and I think it's it's, let's say, a leather festival. So the leather convention is going on down here. And it's usually the biker look or the most scantily clad you can be in leather. Howdy, Juanita. You do a lot of hard work just the same. I love all of the protesters who, through their independence, have found ways to thwart the efforts of this organization. Yeah. The apparel that we wear, the backpacks, the signs, the chalking. Kind of looking down. This is Harrison, and I'm not seeing anybody down there right now. We'll end up hitting Balbo next. So, sorry. Remember, everybody, that the building next to next to Scientology is Columbia College residential, but this happens to be just one of the Columbia College places. This is the Museum of Contemporary Photography, and this is kind of a wall of fame of former graduates of the college. But there is a high college presence down in the Loop. It's similar to Boston, where there's a lot of colleges in here. Boston has 1,000 times more, but there are a large number of colleges down here, and therefore a lot of young people that are down here. Howdy, Nance. Hi, Sherry. Also, since I hate that I'm on vertical. Sorry, folks. Again, I might get used to it, but for now, I'm begrudgingly moving forward until I can figure out a way to change it while I'm still live. I don't want to kill the live. There seems to be some festival going on over in in Grant Park right now. So this is at Balbo. See if you can see that. Right, so they've got something fenced off there and some tents going on down there, but no idea what that is. We'll head over on Balbo. There are a lot of people down here today, so it's Memorial Day. There apparently is a convention. That convention would have been at the Congress Hotel, and now we have the Hilton to our left, or just south of us. The dead-end intersection that you see ahead of me, right, that's Jones College Prep, and that's where I engaged the 2 female body routers yesterday. And yesterday they were passing out the way to happiness. It's overcast today. It's, you know, the temperature is going to keep on rising, but I like that it's going to stay overcast. Got a red line train moving south. Folks, I've called this out before, but Buddy Guy's Legends right here. Awesome place. They used to, I don't know how active they are anymore, but they used to have, like we heard from Heligear yesterday, or Saturday. They just have sessions, live group sessions. So we're looking up Wabash, not seeing anything. Looking down Wabash, not seeing anything. You know, we definitely have the concern that while I don't think that a body router could possibly watch me, I'm sure that OSA, hi OSA, is trying to monitor the channel, record what's going on. And they could be in communication trying to shelter the body router away from me. But we'll play the game of hide and seek for a little bit here. We're coming up on State Street. There was an awful lot of people there yesterday because it looked like it was graduation day for the high school students. Oh, I will tell you that the clouds just partially went away a little bit. It's just a thinner cloud, but you could tell the temperature increased really quickly. I don't know how long I will have a sweatshirt on today. So again, right now we're just trying to search through the neighborhood to see if we can find the body router who was able to get out of pre-Xenu's blast radius. Last night, Declared Dave and I did a little session of the Week in Review. He had that great interview with Mark Bunker, I would definitely encourage you to go watch that. Watch the whole thing. It's really, there's several parts of it where you're going to hear new information from Mark Bunker. His memory was jogged by what was going on in the conversation. And several clips. You know, Mark Bunker has been a protester. He's OG, right? He's back in the 1999 to 2007 range. He was highly invested in LMT, the Lisa McPherson Trust. And he took an awful lot of video. His background was film and audio. So he has some great video, and he's upscaling it to 4K. I still love the 10 and 13-year-old videos that are out there, but kudos to him for upscaling it. So now we're coming up to Dearborn Station, right? This is the another building that Scientologists live in. A staff member, Scientologist. That is awesome. A TARDIS for everyone. I will say I never got into Doctor Who, but I 100% understand the allure of it. Now I want to start zigzagging because this is a street that's near the organization, and they want to recruit from as close as possible because that's the more likelihood of the people then taking the walk over to the org. Hey, Venom's Yuri, welcome in. So just to let people know, again, my goal is to really help hamper their ability to recruit new people into the church. We do protests over at the church, but since I know that Free Xenu's over there kind of hemming him in there, I can be out here trying to find where their body router is at. Now, I won't say I've had much luck. As we go back, I'll see if I can chat with Free Xenu Project to see if he saw anybody come back yet. Yeah, Indigo, I'm not against that. I would say I don't want it to be near the org, and I don't, let's see. My fear would be, this is a risk I know I'm taking. I don't want to put others in that path unless they're absolutely clear on the idea that, hey, this is a vengeful organization. But I do like the idea. And I like that, right, we want to be a group of individuals who have a common cause, right? Coming up to Harrison, right? Harrison would be the north street of the org. I'm gonna see if I can jaywalk here a little bit. Yep. I am not seeing the body router. Now it's very possible that somebody let him know I'm out and told him to go hunker down for a bit. He has done that in the past. Yeah, Indigo, I'd be much more open to meeting somewhere away from it. And then there's the, how do we kind of keep it private so that we don't have OSA and the like infiltrating. It's, the Mark Headley birthday party. Yeah, this street is usually pretty empty. It's the backside of that park that we saw on Saturday. It almost acts more like an alley. There's 2 residences that open on that street, but other than that, it's the backside of the businesses from Dearborn. So, Penny, that's a great question, and the question is, because I can't bring them up on screen today, do the body routers often go out in pairs? It's been mixed. I first encountered them and they were always out individually. And then every once in a while I saw, Jessica and then the most common body router plus a new person. They went out as a threesome. But when they go out as a threesome, they still don't separate. Now, part of that is Scientology is a snitch culture. And the idea that you could just take your flyers and put them in the dumpster and say, oh, I had a great day. And the reason that they want to have two people there is partly to make sure that they're keeping the other one honest, because it's an untrusting organization. Yesterday, I see the women I see in pairs more often, but there's an older black female, and she'll go out on her own. She is normally inside. So I know that there's a different post for the people who if you walk in the door, somebody is supposed to kind of grab you by the shoulder or elbow and send you straight to a machine. So she normally seems to be working in that capacity, but every once in a while I'll see her out body routing, and she'll go out on her own. But I think it's because there's nobody else here. Today, if you were watching FXP, and by the way, we're coming up on them right now, if you were watching FXP, you would have seen a large number of staff members walk into the org this morning. Today, even though it's a holiday, it's day staff day. So day staff is typically the larger organization, and then you've got foundation staff, which is evenings and weekends. But again, today is not a weekend. Today is Monday, so this would be day staff that's in here. And so, yeah. You can leave. Nice. How you doing?
Not bad. How you doing?
Any chance you've seen the guy come back, the body router come back?
No. The last I saw him, he ran down that way and then went that way.
Okay.
He was running from me though, and I wasn't going to chase him all day.
Yeah. I just want to figure out if I can go find him somewhere, but it's going to be a challenge.
He's been around the park.
Oh, so he has been nearby?
Yeah. He went to the park.
Nice.
Yep. I got some.
How you doing, Anastasia?
Hi, Anastasia.
Happy Memorial Day.
You can leave.
So this is not my credit. This is FXP, right? So this is how easy, folks, it is to engage the body router. You're not engaging the body router. No. You're engaging the people that the body router made contact with and hand these off to.
Yeah, they didn't want it from the second I walked up.
Nice.
I was like, at Scientology, they're a cult, right? And he goes, oh. And I was like, you want those? He goes, no, I don't want them.
Yeah, one thing I'm wondering, although anything I discuss publicly, right, then I'm giving away the public key. So the idea of saying, hey, email me over at the website. Although I like the thing that they do at SPTV Space, where they make you answer several questions that would mean you're a squirrel. And if you do that process, it's possible you're going to filter out some of the Scientology and OSA folk. But I'm guessing at the OSA level, they're allowed to lie, cheat, and steal anytime they want to. No, they were doing it for you. Now it's just because there's two of us.
Okay.
Friesino's giving me some credit, thinking that I'm the reason they closed the doors. Yeah, so Penny, one of the reasons that I do that is I want them to understand that I'm not the devil, and I want to have that personal relationship with them, because someday, again, they're going to be chipped away enough that they'll finally give up. I don't know if you saw it, and I think that this camera would have shown it a little bit more. She smiled when I said, hi, Anastasia. So when she turned around, she smiled.
Just being out here, Lambert.
Yeah. So, and she's not really supposed to show any emotion when she does that, right? That she's supposed to be even toned, and I don't know really what that term is, but that There's no happy, sad, anything. I'm just another thing in the universe that she doesn't have any care or concern for. All right, I'll tell you what. I do want to see if I can find that person. So I'll go around back to see if they've come in. Like I said, it would have been very lucky for you to have seen him walk back through either one of the corners, right?
He was playing.
I saw that. I was watching what you did. I love. Isn't that the funnest thing?
Yeah, it's like, what are we playing? Peekaboo with the cult members now?
Yeah. So did he first try to come out the front?
He first tried to come out the front, and then I walked that way, and then he went back in, and then I walked down a little bit, and he came back out and came right back in, and then I'm like, I bet he's going out back. By the time I got back, he was like a little ways to me, and he turned right back around.
Yeah.
And then so I went to the other side. I was back and forth, and he was just playing.
I love when you hide. Right, you do. It happens all the time. If you hide around that fence, the gated fence on the garage, they think you left, and then they turn around, and then you go, peekaboo, and it's, you know, that's your
It's so funny.
And again, I don't.
We're adults. Why are we playing peekaboo?
It's absolutely hilarious to me, and I don't love making fun of him. But the idea that that's what you really think this is going to help.
Exactly.
Oh, look, one of the cicalas. He was going to come this way, but he saw us and decided he's going to go figure out how to get lunch the other direction.
I get it.
What I'm wondering is, you know the scaffold right there?
Yeah.
Yep, now he's going to come into Scientology. So, like we didn't know,
Morning, sir.
welcome to the cult. So, he just got out of this car. He didn't want to walk past us. So the old, let me feign the walk away and walk up from the side. What I'm wondering if we do in the future is the scaffolding right there. If you just kind of walk back in there, because they want to. No. That scaffolding under by the courthouse. So on the other side of the street.
Smoke.
Oh, okay.
They
I didn't know.
under that little spot there.
Okay, gotcha. That when he comes down, because it's not that it is a lot of fun to make him turn around, but let's get him out here and then come up behind him because he won't have seen you in there, right? And then walk by. Because they want to come out this side more often than they go past the other side. I don't know if he's not here, that won't really be effective. We want to wait. We want to wait until if you.
Yeah, he must have came in before from the back. Because when he came out and went right back in, and then he came out the other door and went down.
Yeah. Let me scroll back a little bit, see if I've got anything there.
They got the blinds open just enough to see in the books.
Right.
And then so I started looking at them in the security camera, which they were probably looking at me. And then she came up and closed them.
Yeah. I need to get Yoda, right? The door tech is strong with this one. So we can see that you've got the cult of Scientology, and as every normal church would, they have all of their shades down. So, hey, Joe Cicala, all of the money that you put into this organization and all of the staff members that you've hired and your son being here, this is how your money's being put to use, right? That nobody knows that this is a church and they're afraid of it, right?
Don't tell them, but at night you can see straight through those curtains.
Howdy, Patrick. And congratulations, I saw you got membership last night. I can't remember if it was MD Media or the other person, but great job. And I see your little Davy Space Navy icon there.
Pop over to...
Anything positive to say about the church?
Have you seen Chadwick? Is he still on days here? They send him somewhere? RPF? Have a great holiday!
Somebody on staff just went around back. Now the one thing is, I think that the staff member has to go back. We'll come back for lunchtime.
Okay.
The other one that I'm going to check the retail spaces to see if I can find any flyers sitting there. For the next hour, they're going to be coming out that door pretty consistently. Yeah, both of them, because they're getting ready for lunch. Yeah, I was going to say that the mods are incredibly helpful, and they must have the sorest fingers in the universe trying to make sure they're keeping all of the creators safe and aware of what's going on. On Saturday, we were able to engage the couple, the two females. Now, those two females are both of Eastern European descent, based upon their accents as they attempt to speak English. I don't have any knowledge right now if the dark-haired female is a staff member, but we obviously saw that the blonde female is a staff member, because after I was able to get them all to come back to the org on Saturday, she then went across the street and changed into her staff uniform. And that night, last night when I was talking to Dave said, well, her pants, she was wearing her staff pants all night. And then she would just put the t-shirt on or her sweatshirt on, just to show, look more normal to the public, right? And again, I'm not the judge of normalcy, but the idea that wearing a piped suit on a hot Saturday afternoon. Yeah, so that was not the body router. That was just somebody coming back from lunch, and that she appeared to be, they appeared to be female. I'm again going to push out into the neighborhood, see if we can find the body router. Just show of hands, how annoying is it watching me in vertical? If you're on a phone, I guess it works pretty well, but if you're on a computer, my guess is, boy, there's so much wasted camera space there. So give me a 1 in the chat if you like vertical, and a 2 in the chat if you like the horizontal. And I want to know what you like, not what you think I want. You've oftentimes heard me say that the body router will go into 7-Eleven. This is the 7-Eleven that he'll usually get his lunch at, or I oftentimes see him getting his lunch here. Just trying to take a little bit more time scanning north. They usually aren't in this section. Now that doesn't mean anything up there. And let me go to the park. On Saturday, right, we saw the farmers market down here. Next month, this street will, oh, there he is. Oh, well, there's somebody. Howdy. You can see the gold vest at the bottom of the street, right? But I think that's one of the Sakala boys. And there's a second uniform coming up to him right now. So yeah, that I don't recognize them, either one of them, as the body routers. I think they are, when I say senior staff, I mean that they have higher posts than most. And I just imagine that all of the Sakalas are well sought after, or well protected in the patronage of their brother's executive directorship. So this was the park that we saw the farmers market in yesterday, and we should, I don't think that they would have crossed yet. But they might have. They're gonna, oh, and they also might have gone into the pizza place down there too. Ooh, this is very odd. This phone is dead, or dying. I'm trying to tap to see if I can find 3 dots in the upper corner, but I'm not seeing anything up there. I should learn how this YouTubing stuff works. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I can zoom up and down on vertical. Fuzzy Pink caught me. I am the quintessential male. I ain't reading no instructions. Let me press buttons until something breaks. And then you really learn how it works as you try to fix it. I'm intrigued why there are people setting up with chairs here, so there might be something going on here today in Printers Row. So we're on Dearborn, and there's an awful lot of people, in their chairs or on stools. And I'm afraid if I hit the X in the top, that it's gonna just crash the chat. Just trying to look down the street, see if we can find anything. You know what? I'm going to go behind. There's a park behind the Dearborn station. I don't think I'm going to find anybody back there, but I kind of want to reset. And if you'll all indulge me, I think I'm going to switch back over to StreamYard. So what I'm going to do is end this stream, and I will recreate the StreamYard stream. But I also have to figure out. Fortunately, I brought an extra phone today, so I might have that one powered up enough, but this phone only has about 16% left on it. More Scientologist. Now, he might be coming from the train station there, but I think he's coming from State Street. Or he might also come out of the building right here, because remember, that's another place where they have birthing. Oh, I love that idea that there's a page that's going to show us where those permits are. Is she just scouring through a list of the cities where Scientology has prominent locations? No. but we did see him on Saturday. He's the one that walked in the back door and rather quickly walked back out. You know, he was challenged with the question, do you have anything positive to say about the church? And naturally the answer was silence. What I'm going to do real quick is I think there's a table here, or at least a bench here, and I'm going to put you on the gimbal stand, and I'll try to chat with you as I try to figure out on the other phone, or well, how much power the other phone has, and if I can figure out how to switch over to that phone, because that might be nice if I can just transfer back and forth and we can just stay on this stream. Beautiful little park here in Dearborn Park. Many of you have heard this so many times, but this park has 6 or 7 pedestrian entrances, but you can only get here by vehicle through that intersection right there. So it's a neighborhood that the people like, because usually only people that belong in this neighborhood are in this neighborhood. Yeah, Indigo, that's great news. I think that you're right, that we are going to lose some of this history. Now, I think the Landmark Society is helping protect the building in this particular situation, but there are other elements that will be lost to history as we go there. You know, the old building, I don't know what'll happen to that. Sorry, pulling out my other phone to see how well it's charged. It looks like it's got a full charge on it. So let me do this. I think in the bottom of this bag, I've got a gimbal or a tripod stand. Or it was there this morning when I looked in there. Let me peek in here and find out where it's at. There we go. Pull that up real quick. Let's see here. All right, folks, I'm just going to chat here for a second. I know this is very atypical of the channel, but I've got the other phone, and the other phone has a pretty good charge on it. So I want to see if I can go over to YouTube and join the chat there. And if so, I'll just swap out the phones. Let's see here, plus. Yeah, I don't, so since I already started the scheduled stream, it's going to change over to that stream. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and kill this stream. I'm going to put the this phone back on my battery charger, and we'll work off of my other phone for a little bit. All right? Thanks, and I'm probably going to come back as a StreamYard channel. Thanks, everybody. I will see you shortly.